Hello, you from making decisions. Who here loves to make decisions? Decisions excite you. You get to use your creativity. You love to exercise choice. Let me know if that is you. And also let me know if maybe decisions cause a little stress because maybe you don't fully trust yourself or you're not sure, or maybe you're somewhere in between. But let me know which you are or where you are in that spectrum and how you feel when it comes to making decisions. I want to talk about a couple of things that will prevent us from making decisions, but before I get to that, I want to let you know who I am, because there are a lot of new people in this group since we did the Manifest Money Now challenge, and I'm very excited for all the new people that are here. So welcome. I am Nikki Ganjemi, and I help driven entrepreneurs and business owners take their ideas and goals and turn them into a reality by removing their biggest obstacle to success. So let's dive right into decisions. Why is it that sometimes we feel a little anxiety or stressed around deciding what to do? Does it sometimes feel a little final? Sometimes we get overwhelmed in all the details. Who here is detail oriented? I know for myself, I can be detailed oriented, but sometimes I get lost in all those details, and I could easily getting overwhelmed when there's just too many choices. So maybe that's you, getting overwhelmed in all the details, and then that's one thing that could prevent you from just making a decision. Another thing is getting too focused on making a mistake. Sometimes that stops us from making decisions. What if I make a mistake? What if I don't choose correctly? What if I get it wrong? And then that fear starts to come up, and sometimes it's subconscious and we don't even realize. So let me know if that makes sense for you. Let me know what resonates with you. Another thing that prevents us from not making decisions is that we end up just procrastinating. And the procrastination prevents us from making decisions. And the thing with procrastinating, because we could procrastinate on a lot of things, right? Sometimes I'll procrastinate on going through my mail. I'll take the mail inside the house, I'll put it on the table right next to the door, and I procrastinate and say I'll get to it later. Then I do the same thing the next day. I bring the mail in, and you have 2 or 3 days piled up, and you just keep putting it off. So that creates a lot of mental clutter. Takes up a lot of space, and we already have enough thoughts permeating our brain. We don't really need any more mental clutter. So we want to get rid of that mental clutter. We don't want to keep taking up space. And there's research that shows that successful people make decisions quickly. So how can you start exercising that? Where in your life can you start making decisions quickly? Because it's practice, right? We're not going to start with big decisions, obviously. We're going to start with the little things, like maybe what you should make for dinner. When you're out in the supermarket, which brand of coffee should you buy? Start with little things as practice to exercise your muscles in making decisions, and you want to start to develop trust within yourself. That's a big thing that I know a lot of people struggle with, is they sometimes don't trust themselves. But I can tell you this: when you're finding that you're not trusting yourself, it's because you're too caught up in here, too caught up in your mind, in those thoughts. And we get wrapped up in the story, right? In the belief system that we have. So you want to get out of your head as much as you can, becoming present to the moment, noticing, what am I thinking? What are the thoughts that I'm thinking? How am I feeling in my body? Are these thoughts true? Are they facts, or are they just beliefs? How can you start seeing beyond the parameters of your beliefs? Because our beliefs stunt us. They keep us only able to see what matches our beliefs. There's a great quote by Bruce Lipton, and he says the function of the mind is to create coherence between our beliefs and the reality we experience. So we're always going to make decisions based on our beliefs and what you see in your life right now. And here's the thing. If there's anything in your life right now that you don't like, you're going to want to stop looking at it and stop making decisions based on what you're seeing. But how do you do that? Because this is a new way of thinking maybe for some of you. How do you start to trust in what you cannot see? Again, that's a little skill that you could develop for yourself, trusting in what you cannot see. That's something that I did over a year ago when I resigned from my job. On paper, it did not make sense. What I was telling myself before I made the decision to quit is, when I replace my income, then I will quit my job. I wasn't believing in what was possible. I kept looking at my current reality, and all that did was make me stay in my same situation. So how do you start to trust in what you cannot see? It takes practice, right? And there are tools and there's methods for help, and that's something that I help clients with. But how do you start to trust? How do you tune in to yourself? How do you get out from under the beliefs that you have that keep you playing small, that keep you capped, so that you can start creating from your authentic self, from who you really are, and using your intuition, which you have. And again, it's getting out of your head and into your heart and creating something new. So I hope that that helps with making decisions. And if any of what I said is resonating with you, you still have time to get into my Creating Money coaching program, which I want to say, it's not all about creating money. That's our focus. But what is it that you want to create? Do you want to create more freedom, more abundance, more love, happiness, whatever it is? What are the things that you want to create or manifest in your life? And you could put it in the comments. I want to know, what is it that you want to manifest? Because this is the thing. You are always manifesting. You, myself, we are always manifesting. We're just manifesting what we want, or we're manifesting that what we don't want. So how can you start to become more deliberate, more intentional? How can you start to learn how to put your focus on what you want? How do you stop waiting for evidence of what you want and believe in what you cannot yet see? How do you start to build trust with yourself? How do you start to get out of your head, move away from ego, and start to connect to your intuition and the love and the joy that you naturally are? How do you start to ask yourself powerful questions that lead to the solution that you seek, instead of focusing on the problem? These are all principles that we address inside of the Creating Money coaching program. And if this piques your interest at all, then go to nikkiganjami.com/creating money enroll and get more details about this 6-week power coaching program. It's been such a successful program. This is going to be the 5th time that I'm opening up doors to this 6-week coaching program, and there's a ton of support. And again, it's not about the money. It's about changing who you are, how you see yourself, the things that you believe, and learning how to trust, and learning how to create more abundance in your life and more joy. There's so much that is available to us when we open our eyes, when we gain a new perspective. But there's also a lot of old energy patterns and beliefs that we've got to clean up. We've got to clear out. And that's another thing that we do. And also, who here spends a lot of time in the past or in the future? It's like rehashing the past or projecting and worrying about the future. I see a lot of that going on right now. I don't watch the news, but I hear about it from friends and family. Lots of projection. What if this? I hope that doesn't happen. No, we learn how to live more in the present moment. How can you get present? How can you start to listen to your intuition and trust yourself and make decisions that are for your highest good? These are all the things that we do inside of this program. So if you have any questions at all, if anything that I have said has resonated with you, and even if you need help deciding, you just tag me, send me a message, drop me an email at nikki@mindfulmattersliving.com and ask me. I would love to talk with you. I would love to have a conversation. I don't bite, I promise. And you're not committing to anything. You're committing to just speaking with me, asking questions, getting answers, and possibly having an opportunity to create something new in your life. Whether it is like myself, to leave that 9-to-5 job and have the business of your dreams, whatever it is. Some people have joined the program and they had other goals. Some people found that their health improved, that they dropped 25 pounds. I mean, there's a ripple effect too. There's a ripple effect that when you clean up one area of your life, you naturally start to clean up other areas. But it all starts with changing on the inside. What you think about yourself, how you see yourself, what you believe about yourself. Let's upgrade your thoughts so you could start feeling better and creating different things in your life. A life that you could be waking up and excited to live. So again, any questions you have, put them in the chat and let me know. If you're on the replay, #replay, so I know that you're watching this, and I would love to hear from you. Have an amazing day, everybody, and I will see you all soon. Bye for now.